Hello, I am the head of academic team at Emian Light, and this is the Middle East War Committee's introduction video. Here we have our co-chair at the Middle East War, Hüseyin Can Güral, and I'm gonna let him do the explaining. So, can you talk a bit about your committee, what the topic is, and what are people expecting of this?
Yeah, and thank you for letting me talk with you about this committee. First off, as you know, in the Middle East, right now there are Syrian civil war, Iraq civil war, and the conflict between Israel and Palestine over the city of Jerusalem. In this committee, we will talk about how should we bring peace to Middle East, how we can do that, how as delegates with countries will solve the Middle East problem.
Alright, so now if the topic is set straight, when the delegates come into this committee, what form or what country they will find themselves in? Like, what are they gonna represent?
We have a lot of countries to represent. In today's world, important countries, they represent important countries such as USA, Russia, Venezuela, Cuba, Turkey, Syria, Israel, Palestine, Iraq, Iran, China, North Korea, Japan, and the more on. They will make a world simulation about the Middle East. They will use their country's politics to influence Middle East for their politics.
So, in this committee, how would the debate will go on? Like, let's say I am the USA debate. Cümleyi başlamadım. Bir şey neydi? Delege. Let's say I am the USA delegates. I come here and what do? I now do not have any idea of what's going on.
You have to first investigate USA's politics of Middle East, region of Middle East, what they want to do. For example, in 2017, Donald Trump transported their embassy to Israel, to Palestine, which is a city. For example, USA, you have to research about your politics in the Middle East. What is your country's politics about the Middle East? What does your country want to do in the Middle East? For example, Donald Trump transported embassy of Israel to Jerusalem, which was a shared border with Palestine and Israel. This action seems like Donald Trump wants Israel have Jerusalem, so you have to investigate your country's politics about it, and you have to act right to it.
Alright. Well, in which time periods is this committee going to be?
We write in the explanation it's 2020. It's because we thought that the conflicts will go on, and in 2020 there will be a peace negotiation in the UN about what should we do in the Middle East for future, what will these countries do in Middle East, are there going to be a new governments, new states, or a unification between people?
So, what I understood was we're going to debate about how the existing war would go, right? Or do they create a war?
No, they won't create a war. They will try to solve the war according to their politics. Like I said, for example, USA, Donald Trump moved their embassy to Jerusalem, for Israel embassy to Jerusalem. So they would like to Israel annex the Jerusalem. You have to follow your politics about Middle East and bring peace to Middle East according to your politics.
Anything you wanna add to the delegates?
For delegates, I would very recommend you guys to investigate your country's politics about Middle East and your politics about peace, order, and that's it.
As he said, this is a very near recent committee, so our timeline is very near what it is like now. It's 1 year apart, so it will be easier to investigate for you. So this video would probably will come attached to a link that we sent you with an email. So there's your study guide, read it, study it, learn it, because that is going to be the lifeline when you come into this committee without anything.
Yeah, in addition to the study guide has also historical events appeared in the Middle East, for example, 6 Days War or Iraq, start of the Syrian Civil War or Iraq Civil War, Iraq War. So you will see a lot of things in the study guide, but don't forget to investigate further.
Well, it was a nice talk. I
Thank
hope
you.
it was useful to the
Helpful.
delegates too.
Yeah, I hope.
See you in Emyan Light. I hope you have a great delegation experience.